everyone, thank you for stopping by my channel. Today we are going to set up bi-weekly budget for my first paycheck in July. See, I am not going to worry about going over June's. You can see nothing carried over. I used every cent of my cash envelopes. All right, I did make up some stickers for July. Let's go ahead and stick those on there. These are just a teeny bit. My tithe. And as always, I'm not going to share what I tithe. I believe that's between me and God. This is just a visual reminder of me that I need to pay it so I don't forget. And then my income. Okay. So then find my expenses sticker. I do have some extras to write down just so that I have the notes for my upcoming budget. So I heard some news of some financial decisions that a former coworker of mine had made today, and my jaw kind of dropped and fell to the floor. But I wanted to get your intake on it because I still cannot find the logic in what she's done. She had quit her job, and I not real close with her, so I didn't really ask what she was doing or what her plans were. I'd heard a few rumors of what she was going to do, but I had seen a social media post that she had put on social media, and somebody had about she was ready to be back at work, and someone had asked her in her post what she was doing, why wasn't she working, and she had said she'd quit for this summer to spend some time with her daughter, and that she was going to reapply to her employer in August. And I got to texting with a couple of other of my coworkers and just telling them it's really none of my business. I know this, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Well, one of those coworkers I was texting with told me, because she knew, she talked to her, she chatted with her quite a bit at work, is that she had quit her job so that she could cash out her 401k because she was in such a financial bind. And I know I made audible sounds and my mouth dropped to the floor because I just don't understand why you would do that. It might give you some very temporary relief, but in my opinion, it's going to come back and bite you on the butt, not only in the near future, but in 20 years, it's going to come back and bite you in the butt because you don't have that money in 20 years. But what do you think on that? Do you think if she was in deep enough financial straits that it was worth it? I mean, there's actually no guarantee she's going to get hired back at our employer. I don't understand it, but that's just me. It's something that I personally would never do, but everyone's different and everyone has a different way of dealing with their finances. So what do you think on that? Would you do it? And besides early retirement, what would motivate you to cash in your 401k in your 30s? Just curious. All right, so I am determined. There is going to be money and leftover this time. I am determined that we will have leftover money. Things I'm going to do here in the month of July, and that will be up after this one, I believe. I've got a couple of different things I'm working on, right? Quite aren't big enough for these papers, but they'll work. Okay, let's go ahead and get started getting set up. So this week, our normal $500 is what we will be working with. Phone, that is actually going to be $24. And SF, which is sinking funds, because half of it was in a sinking fund, so we only have to pay for 24 out of pocket. And the same thing with this, half of it was in the sinking fund. Utilities is all sinking fund. And my 5s looks like my 5s look like S's, and my S's look like 5s. I do realize that. So in that total of my utilities for May, which is very concerning, is $49. Which if it was that high in May, I am really, really scared to get my bill for June. I don't want to see it. I know it's going to be really high too. I'm going to put my regular $100 on the credit card for this pay period. Gas will be $75. And then we are adding a category, and it's going to be a grocery category. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put $35 in this. I'm going to split up my first week's grocery budget in half. No, I'm not 35. This needs to be 30. I'm sorry. Getting way ahead of myself. But I'm breaking up my grocery budget. I'm going to do my first week grocery trip with Walmart pickup. I'm hoping it will help me save money. And I also just get really, really exhausted when I have to go grocery shopping. It like drains all the energy from my body, and I'm done, and I can't do anything after that. So we're gonna try pickup and see if that works. It's quite an experiment. I don't like other people picking out my produce. So we'll see how well this works. Let's go ahead and calculate all of this up. So 500 minus 24 minus 18, 100, 75, and 30 equals 253. And then it's 500. I did that wrong. Let me redo that. So 24 plus 18 plus 100 plus 75 plus 30 is 247. Okay, minus 500 leaves, here I need to clean that off, leaves 253 total for our cash envelopes and our sinking funds. Let's do so on our cash envelopes, so this is going to be 20 for the first week. I'll go ahead and do 50 on the second. We'll see how well this works. And if it does, I'll just transfer that 30 back into my checking account. So house will get 20, thrift will get 20, fun will get 20, and oops will get 25. So that leaves 20 plus 50 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 25 leaves cash envelopes at a total of 155 minus 253, so that leaves a total of $98 for our sinking funds. And I'm going to put some extras down here. So electric, paid with sinking fund, $49. Phone, SF, 18, nope, $24. And Wi-Fi, SF was $18. Here we go. There's my extras. So then I do have a change. I had figured out what my sinking funds and everything was going to be earlier, but today was the last day, the last time for the month of June that I had to call in to see if I had to report for jury duty. If you haven't seen my videos before or lately, if you haven't seen my videos lately, you would not know this, so I'll tell you. I got selected for federal jury duty, and if I had been selected to actually show up and report for jury duty, it would have involved traveling to where I'd have to stay overnight. My wallet just could not handle it, so for financial reasons, I'm very thankful that I didn't get selected. Otherwise, I think it'd be pretty cool to be on a jury duty. Maybe I'm just weird, but I think it'd be cool. Okay, so phone sinking fund, we're starting over, and hopefully we'll get this built back up to where it's all just paid from the sinking fund when the bill comes around. So we're gonna put 24 in there. Wi-Fi, same thing, it's gonna be 18. It's half of my monthly bill. Emergency is going to get $20. I was going to put some in travel, but now we will skip that and put it in summer utilities. So we'll do 20 in there, just so that I know I have this bulked up because of how hot it's already gotten. I'm afraid the money that I have in my envelope isn't going to be enough, since it took quite a bit more to get everything set up this spring than I thought it would. We're going to do prime. We'll do $6 in there. And my dental crowns, we'll put another $6. Once we've got this figured out, we're going to need to start dumping money into crowns so that I can get this bulked up before the end of the year. So that leaves the total of these. Let's count them up. 24 plus 18 is 20 plus 20 plus 6 plus 6 equals not 98. Oh, that's why I did my crowns wrong. My crowns should be getting more than that. I've been off several times today. And see, I had already figured all this out and I was still off. So let's try this again. 24 plus 18 is 20 plus 20 plus 6 plus 10 is $98. which brings us to a total of 0 for the first bi-weekly budget of July. I will see you when I do my cash stuffing. Bye. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping.